All right. Welcome back to the Scruffy Dude podcast. My name is Scruffy Dude, aka Isaac, and I want to share something with y'all before I start. I've been trying to do this video of Lecrae, about Lecrae for a while. Hopefully, I get this one down. But it's like every time I try to do it, something goes wrong. Uh, something goes wrong on my end. Where I'm not doing this, or I said this incorrectly, or I didn't start this recording, or whatever it may be. You know. So so yeah, man. Hopefully this goes well this time. But obviously, as y'all know, as I just said, I'm doing this video or this podcast today on Lecrae. Specifically, I want to talk about Lecrae um, choices to work with um, secular artists, and also him doing secular shows like Wildin' Out, and him. He just was recently on. A show was just put out recently on Ti podcast, and he was on that podcast. So yeah, I want to talk about that. First thing first, man. I want to read a scripture that I think closely. Well, in my opinion, I think this is the only scripture that I can find that relates back to this situation, and I want to read it, talk about it, and then give my perspective on this whole Lecrae situation and him doing, you know, um, doing music and different things with secular entertainers. So yeah, let's get straight into it. Um, I'm gonna be reading from Mark chapter 2 verses 13 and 17. So I'm gonna start at 13. So Mark chapter 2 verses 13 and 17. So at 13 it says, he went out again beside the sea, and all the crowd was coming to him, and he was teaching them. And as he passed by, he saw Levi, the son of Alphaeus. I'm not sure how you say that, but yeah. So he saw Levi, the son of Alphaeus, sitting at the tax booth, and he said to him, "Follow me." And he rose and followed him. And as he reclined at the table in his house, many tax collectors and sinners were reclining with Jesus and his disciples. For there were many who followed him. And the scribes of the Pharisees, when they saw that he was eating with sinners and tax collectors, said to his disciples, "Why does he eat with tax collectors and sinners?" And when Jesus heard it, he said to them, "Those who are well have no need of a physician, but those who are sick. I came not to call the righteous, but sinners." So, um, when I look at this verse, the part that I'm saying relates to the Lecrae situation is, where the Pharisees, they saw that Jesus was eating with the sinners and tax collectors, and said to the disciples, "Why is he eating? Um, why is he eating with tax collectors and sinners?" And I'm reading the verse. It says, "And when Jesus heard it, he said to them, those who are well have no need of a physician, but those who are sick." So he's saying, like, they're sick. They need a physician. And essentially, he's the physician. And it said, "I came not to call the righteous, but sinners." So essentially, the word "call" can mean an invitation to an office or salvation. So, well, it does. Well, as far as I know, it does mean an invitation to an office or salvation. So we can say that, hey, he was there to call them, to invite them to salvation. You know, uh, if I'm not wrong, we can say that's why he was there. Because he said it right there. He said, "Those who are well have no need of a physician, but those who are sick." So he's there trying to, you know, trying to call them, trying to call the sinners, trying to invite them, to salvation. So in that same situation, well, I mean, in the situation with Lecrae, I think about it similar to that verse where it's like, um, what is his what is his focus? You know, why is he making these choices to do these things with people who are known, to be sinners, and people who aren't striving to live for Christ? Like, why is he doing this? Is he doing this to just, grow his career, to make money? But is his focus is his focus is his focus behind what he's doing is to try to lead them to Christ? Is that his focus? And obviously we don't know his intention. We're not in his mind. I don't know if I'm not sure he ever addressed this regarding, making music with secular people, or doing things with secular entertainers. I don't know if he ever addressed it, but hopefully, hopefully he's not just doing it just just for, like, oh, I'm gonna just do it because I want to do it, and not caring about what's biblical, what's not biblical. And I'm gonna say this: I don't know what's biblical in this situation. I'm not fully sure. uh it's hard, it's hard to say for me. But like I said, reading this verse, I think us as Christians should imitate Christ. Well, I believe that us as Christians should imitate Christ. So obviously, if they ask Christ, "Why are you here?" and essentially he said, "Hey, I'm here to invite them to salvation. I'm here because they're sick and they need a physician. They're sinners, so I'm here to help them, to lead them down the godly path, and to again to invite them to salvation." If that's why, if that's why Jesus was there, well, then same thing, like us as followers of Jesus, we should imitate that, and have a focus and a foundation to where when we are around sinners, that we're here also for, trying to lead them to salvation. Now, we don't I guess we don't really know if that was the only thing they was talking about, at the table, or if, I mean, I don't know if they was at a table, but we don't know if Jesus was there with them and they only was talking about God, and salvation, and just following Jesus. We don't know. As far as I know, I don't think they go in detail and go into all of this. So we don't know. As far as I know, so we don't know what else was going on. We don't know if they was just having normal conversation, or if that was the only focus. So speaking to Lecrae's situation, he's in the music industry, where what he's doing is about it's about his career. It's about making money. I also respect Lecrae for not um putting down what he believes. Like, even though he be involved with these people and in these things, like, he's not behaving as they do. You know what I'm saying? As far as we can see, it seemed like, yeah, he's on this, he on that, but he's still, you know, what it looked like. It still seemed like he's striving to live in the Christ-like way. So I mean, my main thing is this. Well, I mean, some of the things I think about is, when, like, do not immerse yourself in into the things that they do. you know you're with them, you're around them. All of us who are Christians are going to be around non-believers. And I remember I thought about this before, thinking of Lecrae. Is like, it's like working at a job where it's like, hey, uh, I'm, I'm, I have no choice but to be around non-believers. But then with Lecrae, he choose to be on these songs with non-believers. But yeah, but this is what I think, right? And then I'm gonna try to close after this. I think that he needs to have Christ as the foundation of his decisions. I don't know if it's right or wrong to do these things with them, but it cannot be about it cannot solely be about pushing my career and making more money. Not saying that is what it's about with him, but it can't be about that completely. It gotta be completely, the foundation of his decisions gotta be Christ. Hey, how can I let people, how can I make Christ known? How can I lead people to Christ? Like what can I do to to make Christ known, with 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 this platform that I have. And also, he's with these people, like, just don't immerse yourself in the things that they do. Like, you know what I'm saying? Um, so that's my take on it. Like, I don't want to. Um, yeah, I don't want to say nothing. Wrong that I don't really fully know. But but I know some people may question what what Lecrae, why Lecrae is doing this, and they may look at it as wrong. But I'm gonna say this: if you don't know, if you're not sure within yourself that, hey, I found this in the scripture and I know this is unbiblical, like, look at his intentions. You know what I mean? If you don't know if it's unbiblical or not, like he could literally really be genuine and say, hey, I just want to lead people to Christ. That's what I'm trying to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just want to do things that can maybe be that opener. Because sometimes, you know if you build, if you be in a position where it's like, okay, I did this song with so and so, it may open up where, okay, maybe, you can reach more people because he have a platform too. So now you can reach more people for Jesus, and maybe somebody that would never had maybe heard about Lecrae. Maybe they heard him on a song with their favorite artist, looked up more about Lecrae, and then maybe, long story short, they might become saved. You never know. And the same thing with the artist. Maybe the artist might, maybe Lecrae able to be with them and talk about God and Jesus with them, and just, lead them towards Christ. So it could be it can be positive. I think it can be positives, but I guess it comes, well, from the way I'm looking at it, it comes down to his intentions and why he's doing it. So I don't know. Hopefully his intentions is about Christ. The foundation of his decisions is about Christ. Hopefully it is, and it's not about just his career and making money. So yeah, man, I'm done with this. Finally, man, y'all don't understand. I went through this video. I went through recording this video multiple times. But yeah, man, if y'all like this video, man, give me a thumbs up, thumbs down, whatever you want to do, comment below. See y'all next time.